Well, the month of May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, a very common yet very curable disease, but it's still very important to get screened regularly.
News 13's Ethan Logue joining us live once again in Panama City to tell us more about the importance and how you can get screened for free. Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning, guys, and it really goes without saying how important it is to get screened annually. We've been touching on it throughout the morning. You see I've dressed down a little bit. That's because we're going to kind of show you what kind of the screening would look like, or at least a mock run of it. So to join me one last time, I have Dr. John Ward with the dermatology specialist of Florida joining us one last time. So Dr. Ward, I think it's worth mentioning again, you're offering some free screenings at the end of this month here in Panama City. Can you once again touch on when those dates are and how people can book appointments?
That's right. So this is the 16th year that we've been offering these free screenings, and this month, May 30th and 31st, are the dates for the screenings. You can call our office at 233-3376 to schedule your free screening, and I do believe we still have availability.
Okay, perfect. That's good to know. Now, let's say people have never gotten a screening before. Can you kind of talk about what it really looks like and the steps you take to do a proper screening?
Absolutely. So really it's getting undressed to your level of comfort. So typically you're going to leave on your undergarments, put on a patient gown, and then we just start, at the head and work our way down and just make sure that every square inch of your body is safe and protected and that you don't have skin cancer.
All right, so you mind if you kind of walk through it a little bit, at least like what the upper body portion of the screen would look like with me?
Absolutely, Ethan, happy to do it. So basically I would just kind of start here on the hand and arm and just take a look, and you're looking at little spots that are pigmented, or anything that doesn't look like it's completely like skin tone. That's a sign of moles. You can have little red spots, which are where you might have capillaries that are dilated or such as that. But really, lucky for you, Ethan, you're not super moly.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
So you're someone that is at relatively low risk for skin cancer.
That's good to hear.
Because they did a study in England, and if you had 8 or more moles on your arm, then you had a lot of moles and were therefore at high risk. So according to the British study, you're at low risk for skin cancer.
That's good to hear. Now, I do think it's worth mentioning too, how often do you recommend people get screened for skin cancer?
So, just the general population, once a year is plenty to come and get looked at to make sure your skin is healthy. But if you have a personal history, so if you've ever had skin cancer, or you've got a first-degree family member who has had skin cancer, that means you're at higher risk, and those people might need to get screened more often. So if you do have that higher level of risk, see your dermatologist, and they'll let you know how often you need to get checked.
So high risk more often. If you're not as high of a risk, it's good to get it at least once a year, as you heard Dr. Ward just mention. So once again, as you heard him mention earlier as well, May 30th and 31st, that's when you can come here to Dermatology Specialists of Florida in Panama City, get that free screening. But make sure, again, you call and book your appointment ahead of time. Guys,